The early morning air is cold and heavy, but it's not just the weather that freezes you inside. It's the chains around your wrists, the iron cutting into your skin, and the certainty that this night is not like any other. You're trapped, and you're not alone. A few steps away, a man with a fierce gaze breathes heavily, like a cornered animal. He is Barabbas. You heard stories about him. Thief, murderer, leader of a bloody rebellion against Rome. A man who lived by hatred and now awaits the same fate as you, the cross. But he doesn't seem remorseful. His eyes burn like embers, and for a moment you wonder, has he accepted his end, or is he already planning some final escape? The smell of sweat, blood, and mold fills the cell. The guards speak in low voices outside, but their words reach you. Today is the day. You swallow hard. Today. This is when it all ends, or when everything changes. Dawn breaks. The ground trembles with the heavy footsteps of the Roman soldiers. They don't enter to knock. They don't enter to kill. They enter to choose. And when the door opens, the torchlight illuminates their faces, and Barabbas' expression changes. He smiles. You're pushed out with him. The streets of Jerusalem are packed with people. This isn't just any execution, it's Passover, and Pilate, the Roman governor, is about to do what he always does at this time, release a prisoner as a sign of benevolence. But there's one detail that escapes you, until you hear the murmur of the crowd and realize the center of attention. Beside you stands a man who doesn't look like a criminal. His hands don't carry the stiffness of a thief. His eyes don't carry the weight of guilt. And yet, he's imprisoned. It's Jesus of Nazareth. Pilate raised his voice and asked the crowd, "Which of the two do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or Jesus, who is called the Christ?" You expect to hear the name of Jesus echo, but what comes is a roar of voices. Barabbas, Barabbas. It's like human thunder, repeated, insistent. Your eyes widen. They want to release the murderer and condemn the innocent. The next cry is even more disturbing. Crucify him! And it's not about Barabbas, it's about Jesus. The word cuts through the air like a blade, and you realize there's no logic here. There's no justice, just a mob hungry for blood. Barabbas is released. The chains fall from his wrists. He walks free without looking back. You and Jesus remain. His silence is almost unbearable. No plea, no curse, just a look that seems to pierce your soul.
The soldiers begin preparing for the execution. The weight of the cross is placed on your shoulders. The wood is rough, each splinter digging into your skin. And as you are pushed through the narrow streets, the sound of the crowd continues, a mix of mockery and hatred. The heat of the midday sun burns your skin. Sweat runs down along with the blood from the lashes. Your knees give way, but a spear thrust in your back forces you to continue. Beside you, Jesus also carries his cross. But there's something strange. He doesn't seem broken like you. Even wounded, there's a firmness in his gaze. They arrive at Golgotha. The ground is hard and covered in dust. The smell of death is already in the air. You hear the metallic sound of nails being driven. You feel rough hands gripping you tightly. The first hammer blow echoes throughout your body, pain exploding like liquid fire coursing through your veins. The sky seems darker. The clouds move quickly, as if the sky itself is restless. You try to control your breathing, but every movement is torture. In the midst of your agony, you hear a voice. It's not a cry of despair, but a prayer. "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." It's Jesus. Even nailed to the cross, even bleeding, he thinks of others. He thinks of you. The insults continue. "If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross," some shout. Others just laugh. But something inside you changes. His words won't leave your head. you begin to feel a weight that doesn't come from the nails, but from within, from your own conscience. Time passes. Pain consumes everything. Your body burns, your muscles twitch, your mouth dries. You look at Jesus and realize he's different, as if carrying an invisible burden, heavier than the cross. And then the moment arrives. He cries, "It is finished." His head hangs, and the world seems to hold its breath. The ground shakes, the rocks split. And in that instant, you understand. The innocent has died in the place of the guilty. You don't know if you're crying from the pain or from the truth you've just seen. Barabbas lives free, walking through Jerusalem. And Jesus, who was guiltless, was the one who paid the price. The last image you hold before darkness engulfs you is his face, not defeated, but victorious. And you wonder, were you somehow also set free on that cross?